Yo, what is up, y'all? Chavis here. I am back for a new review for the new project from De La Soul. So, De La Soul is back. They have dropped a brand new project. And it has been 2016 was the last time we have heard from them. The last time we heard from this group was 2016. And they have dropped a brand new project, and this is the first project they've dropped that hasn't involved Trugoy. But he is still here on the project, but it's the first project since he's passing that. Yeah. So this project is the first project they've dropped since 2016. The first project that's dropped since Trugoy has passed away. But De La Soul was an iconic hip hop group that came from that whole native tongue collective that Tribe Called Quest came from, and all of that. And they are just an iconic hip hop group. They really got that very. They started a lane in hip hop where to just truly be yourself. Like, truly just be yourself. That is what they were going for. They helped usher in that whole genre of hip hop that wasn't not necessarily. They were just a very, for the time period they came out in, they were just they had their own sound, their own kind of style. They just had their own kind of thing. Same for Tribe. And that is kind of why De La Soul is just so iconic, because they kind of just had their own the sound. But so this brand new project from De La Soul, this project was incredible. It really was. This was a truly just great hip hop project. This project really shows why they are iconic. This project tells their story from the first track. And by the way, that first track where Jim Carlo was just going off, doing a roll call for all the features on the project. That was cool as hell, and kind of having a send off for Trugoy. Then just the way the project was just structured and set up, like, it was a truly great, like, they truly had it set up great. Like, just the cohesiveness of telling their story, of kind of starting off with the first few tracks, of kind of explaining the current, like, who they are, then kind of going into, they're talking about their mom, and how, and like, kind of where they came from, talking about women in their lives, and then just kind of going into, the sad, kind of the sad whole, just kind of talking about the world as a whole, like, just talking about where they came from, and just how they're just so different, and just they told their story just beautifully, and I think the ending of the project was just perfect. It was a perfect send off, the final track for Trugoy, and just having Trugoy, like, his verses he on the final track, and just it having a beautiful send off with the whole sample from a grandmaster from the Flash. Just that sample and having Trugoy sing that sample in the chorus, and then having him just talk about the like afterlife and all that was just a beautiful way to round off the project of kind of what they were kind of they're like the whole theme of the project, because it seemed to me the theme of the project was them just kind of telling their story, but they were doing it in certain sections. Like they were talking about like women in their lives, where they came from, the current situation of like society as a whole, and just talking about the negatives of society and how just social media has corrupted people and just all this stuff but they still stay true to themselves, and how they've gone through so many problems in their lives, but they're staying true to who they are, and they're trying to basically find the cabin and the like. That was the whole theme though of the project, and they truly did a great job of explaining it. Their rapping was still on point. The delivery, the flows, the metaphors, all of it they still have. The production was great, from Pete Rock to Premier to just the whole to Jake One, and the production felt so like it felt old school, but it still had their like essence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Still hard, still sounded great. The features also all sounded great. The verse from Killer Mike on here was great. Killer Mike, Little Dragon, Nas. That feature from Nas, that verse from Nas was amazing, because he was pretty much, it sounded like he was kind of saying like Hendrix the Crown. Like that's kind of what it sounded like he was saying. So, but no, that verse from Nas was great. And just the whole project was great. A truly great hip hop album. Truly great to hear from legends. It truly is. And yes, it's the first project since Trugoy passed. My first kind of thought was, so I heard, hey, we're going to be dropping a album. My thought was going to be, since Trugoy passed away, the project was going to be kind of melancholy somewhat. But no, they truly did a great job of still, and they sent off Trugoy, but they still had their true essence. And that last track was a beautiful track to send off for Trugoy. Rest in peace to Trugoy. And it was great. It is still great to hear from icons, from legends. So, yeah, this was truly a great album. 20 tracks, so it is a longer album, but I feel like they did it justice. So the project is great. The project is amazing. Go check it out. Truly a great project. And yeah, so that's pretty much my my review. So comment your thoughts down below. How do you guys feel about it? Did you like it? Did you not? Explain why. Tell me your thoughts down below. Like and subscribe. Share my videos. all that great stuff. Don't got to keep saying it, don't got to keep saying it, don't got to keep saying it. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys soon, and goodbye.